Hello everybody, it's Catherine and welcome back and welcome to any new subscribers. Thank you very much. So I thought we'd have another of our easy projects. So on Tuesday we did hexes and I've had a few questions about those, and so I thought I printed this out. Now there were a few of you wondered if you can make it into a quilt cover or whatever, different ideas what you can use it for. I hope you can see this. This is what my auntie made, all from scraps. So there's no pattern, you know, no set pattern or anything in this. It's for a single bed. And then she just put some edging around. It wasn't quite finished because she got to do a backing, but that just shows you the idea. So you take the paper piecing out the back, you take the paper card out the back. That's why it's important to, when you're stitching between the hexes, you just catch the top so you're not going through the paper of the card, because they're going to be taken out. And you don't do it straight away, but once you've, say for example, you've just finished that big patch there and you've sewn that many together, and the only edges that aren't sewn to anything else are these three, for example, you leave the card inside those three, because you've still got to attach those on all those sides to other pieces. And you can take out the papers of these, for example, so that you're leaving the card in there, so you're still getting a neat sew. Now I don't take the paper out till the end, to be honest. I've never done a quilt. This is what I'm hoping to do this year, and I've not taken them out until I've finished with it. So you can use it for a wall hanging. I've brought a couple of pieces that I've done for these are going to be journals that I'm making. So 3 big hexagons here, and this actual piece, it's just inspired by the rocks here in Scarborough, and these are all these are the rocks. And then all these beads. Oh, I had fun doing them. I had fun with all the bits and bobs of beads. These are like different crustaceans and things. That's what it reminded me of, stuck to the rocks. So, yeah, this is sort of an example where you can use them for journal covers. Or, you know, you can use them on a... you could do smaller hexes and use it on a journal card. This one, because we're going to do Suffolk puffs today, so I thought I'd show you this one as well. And these are really diddy little Suffolk puffs, but these are just put onto here. So this will be like an embroidered topper to a junk journal. So I thought I'd just show you those so you could see you know, how we can use it in, how we can use the English paper piecing in the junk journaling world. So yeah, they're the 3 large hexes. That quilt is amazing. Whether I'll probably only end up with a lap quilt. You know, I think she was at that for a couple of years. Not, you know, just doing it now and again when she fancied. And and then today I thought I'd just show you this cover. I'm in the process, I've just started Mrs. Cogs Patchwork journal course. It was a Christmas present, and this is my cover that I've done so far. I've only made the cover and a few other bits, but I've put one of the Suffolk puffs on there, and I thought, you know, it just adds a little bit of something to your journals. And again, you can make them smaller than that, and you know, put them on put them on some journaling cards. So I've got 3 circles here. Oops. Now, what David's in the middle of working at today is he's going to, on the computer, he's putting some templates together. He's doing 2 or 3 sizes of the hexes, and then a circular one, so that you can make this size Suffolk puff. So this is a circumference of, I think that's right, no, circumference is all the way around, diameter. I was rubbish at maths. This is a diameter of 4, so this is a 4 diameter circle. And you wouldn't believe, really, would you, that this size circle makes this. But I know lots of lovely ladies out there, you know, incorporate the Suffolk puffs in their junk journaling, and they're just a nice little project. Again, there's something you can do without thinking about it. So I've just got 3 circles cut out of some of my cotton that I've got left. Some of you, again, you may well recognise some of this because some of this was in the packs. I've got to put some more together. I think they all went. Sold quite a lot of the autumn packs. So I am in the process of finding some nice spring cottons to put in some packs. So yeah, when we get the shop back open. So we'll have a go at this. I've got my needle. I just use Gutterman thread. Sewing machine thread, and away we go. Now, how I was taught to come from the outside in, because it's easier to draw it all together then. Now it's up to you how big you want this in the middle. You can have it where you've got big, well, in fact we'll do that. We'll do it from here and see how it goes. How much you have left in the middle, either sticking up as part of your effect or whether you don't, depends on whereabouts you sew, how close to the edge. So we're just doing a series of running stitch. And this one I'm not doing it that close to the edge because for this we want a different effect. So it's just a matter of threading round. And then I tend to start gathering it a bit as we go along. I just find that that's easier as we get to the end. But some people just gather it all at the end. It's up to you really, which you find the easiest way. So, test how you all are. Hope you are doing great. It's so nice really to have some craft stuff to do because the weather's dismal. I mean, I say it as if I expect it to be lovely in winter. I mean, we haven't had the snow. We had a little flurry the other morning, but some places in Yorkshire have really had deep snow. But we're just on the edge. Sometimes we have seemed to have our own little microclimate sometimes when you're near the sea. It seems to have its own, does its own thing. We have a lot of really cold winds though, which, you know, you don't always get more inland. So as you can see, I'm not doing right near the edge because I want to show you the different effects that you can have. I feel like I've got a frog in my throat. Right, okay, so we're back to the beginning again. So that's a simple, you know, it's a simple enough process. Make sure you have a big knot on the end because the number of times that I have, and it's a matter of manipulating it a bit now, but the number of times that I've come to the end and pulled it and it's come out, and you could curse. Okay, so this one I tend to then I anchor a couple of little stitches together where the two ends go, and a knot. And then what I do normally, if you're going to put this down on something, I then route it to a page, attach it to a page by going right through the middle and attach it where I want it to. Now, can you see the difference between that one? That's much flatter. This has got more of a fancy middle to it, because that might be what you actually are wanting, you know. And even you can then sew round the base as well, sew round this base to make that more like a flower, the flower middle if you want. So let me just take this back up here and finish it off. So that's that one. So if you want more of a chunky one, I'd have been better off with black thread really, but I'm just doing this for the sake of... Okay, so you shouldn't be able to see your stitches really. That's because I've done them extra big to show you. Okay, so you've got more of a raised one there. So that is by doing about, what's that, centimetre in, something like that. Okay, so now we're going to sew it nearer the edge. I'm going to do 3 just to make sure it doesn't come out. There's nothing worse, is there, getting to the other end and it all pulls out. I've done that a time or two and oh, it drives you crazy. Okay, so we'll do this one. Well, I've done 3 in me. What's happened to that? Oh, do you know what I've just done? Just cut, you know, I was neatening it up. I neatened it up all right. I've cut the bottom off, cut the knot off. You'll have to excuse the nails. Look, this is what the old Fabri-Tac does to nail varnish. I need to take that off. Okay, so make sure you've got a good knot on the end, and we're just going to do smallish running stitches. You don't need to do them too big. I was doing them big just to show you the idea, but just keep doing them near the edge. And really, you know, there's nothing to it. This is all you know, get a bunch of circles cut out. Thank you.
That's all right.
He's a good cup of tea maker, aren't you?
Try to be.
Oh, I tried to be. See, he's being meek and mild again. Thank you, darling.
All right.
Okay. We don't know what to do with Nelson. Don't know what's up with him. He's right unsettled, isn't he? He's in and out. He's in and out. As I say, he bangs the cat flat when he wants something. He just doesn't seem to be able to settle. I think it's because he can't go far in this weather. He hates going out. You have to push him through the door when it's drizzling like this. He don't like getting his fur wet. Pampered pooch, worse than the kids. He's got a little wax jacket thing that goes over when it's throwing it down. You have to put that on because he don't like his fur wet, as I say. Oh. Right, sorry, I'm concentrating. It's these needles, you know how sharp they are. Okay. Nearly there. And I just tend to go one past where we started. I just find that it neatens that last edge up a bit. Okay, so, and then it's just a matter of, now you can pull it really tight so that and then just, or you can leave a hole in the middle like that. So it's up to you. you just fiddle about with it till you get the creases where you want it. And this one then you could put some, I'll put some on here. No, they're close together. These are close together, I think. But what I did, I put some beads on the top there. But what you can do is, and I was watching Rachel do this last night, because her and Sarah do these like stamens coming out, and she did a tag last night, and I've seen her do it before, and I couldn't work out how she does it. Anyway, I watched really closely last night, and I'm going to have a go, because they do look effective. She uses some thick embroidery, quite thickish embroidery floss, and makes these like stamens that come up. So if you were wanting that effect, then you leave more of a hole in the middle, or you might want to put some French knots. So we've already covered French knots, haven't we, before, when we did our slow stitching before Christmas. So we've covered French knots, we did couching, and we did, what was the other one? Did we do bullion knots? Yeah, we did. Which are, the bullion knots are these. I love them. I think they're really, really pretty. And you can get different effects depending on the thickness of your thread. And that actually would look lovely if you did a load of edgings with the bullion knot down, and then say put them on every other page of your journal. Because the other day I was saying, oh, let's put some paper clips with the bows on the edge. That'd look nice. That's just a bit of cheesecloth. You want something a bit thicker underneath it, so that was a double layer bent over of cheesecloth, and then done some bullion knots down there. And then if you imagine, you know, you've got those outside of a journal. This is why I sort of like showing you a few stitch things, because junk journaling is the best for me to be able to incorporate everything I've learnt and done over the years to do with craft. So my card making things that I've done, and my sewing stuff, and all sorts of different, the felting and things like that. They're all things that I think you can incorporate into junk journals, just to give them your own twist, really. So that one is finished. So it's just a matter now of you know, you just sit here. Once you've got your circles made, I mean, you can spend an hour or so just cutting out loads of circles, and then, you know, you could do that one time, and then you can just sit and do these watching the television. Again, another easy project that you don't have to think about. So there's the 3 different ones there for you. We've got the tightly woven one that's, I think, has a lovely gathered finish. We've got one that's got a hole in, so you can do more decorative centres. And then we've got this one that's got your real puffy bits in the middle to give it some depth. Obviously, you're not going to want that inside a page to bulk it out. You'd want something flat. But say, for example, you wanted this on a cover, then that's just perfect. So hope that's okay for you. Hope I've answered those questions about the you know, uses. So if you email us, my email is down below. If you want in a set of the templates, so as I say, there'll be a circle, there'll be a few hexes there, and you know, if you want the templates, and we're quite happy, you know, it's a little freebie from us. Get in touch with us, send me an email, and we'll send you the what's it on, a PDF or something?
Well, it would be a JPEG image.
JPEG.
Yeah,
it'll be a JPEG image, and then you can just print it off and cut it out on some card, and you've got some templates. It'll just makes life a little easier. You haven't got to mess about going and drawing round saucers and things, which is my usual trick. So thank you for joining us, and this is number 6 of 9.
Something
Yes,
like that.
6 of 9. Or is it 7 of 9?
I don't know.
No, I think it's 6. No, wait a minute, we did
7.
4. It's 7.
7.
It's 7 of 9. You're all shouting at me, aren't you? You're all going, it's 7. 7 of 9. So number 8 tomorrow, and the 9th one, I don't know. You might get a little freebie over the weekend. I don't know. We'll see. So thanks for joining me, and big hugs to you all. Stay safe. Bye for now.